Yo, what's up guys? You got pokeaim here with another Pokemon Ultra Sun and Moon OU Showdown Live. Now, this team that I built, and shout out to my boy Finch for looking at it and telling me, yeah, he has an auto loss matchup versus Hawlucha and Stall, and I was like, thank you, I know that. No, but Finch actually inspired it because he passed me a Rotom-Frost team that I use in my NU Road top 10, and I was looking at its stat and I was like, this Pokemon's interesting. Being able to hit Tangrowth, being able to hit Celesteela, Toxapex, and Landorus all in one, which is something that Rotom Wash can do besides Tangrowth. I thought that would be pretty cool. It's like a Subsplit, ICMZ type of set in the tier. It's looking like a bad Kyurem, basically a bad Kyurem Black, but Sub is pretty cool, avoiding Toxic and Scald burns from Toxapex. It does not break your Sub, ever, unless it gets a crit. It just has a cool matchup versus a tier. Like Blizzard into Sub-Zero Slammer knocks out Clefable, and has a high speed tier. It's faster than Como and things like that. I have Mega Garchomp as my rocker and my Mega. I wanted to be able to weaken Landorus, Skarmory, Celesteela, things for Superior that really appreciate that being weakened. Magearna is my go-to Alakazam, Lele, and Greninja. One of my answers, just kind of dumped that on the team. Aura Sphere because I want to hit Heatran so I can actually do some damage with my Rotom, my 2-hit KO after an Aura Sphere being hit. Defensive Tornadus, Kartana answer, and Defogger. Toxapex, another Greninja answer, gives me like a go-to answer for everything. Toxic and T-Spikes. I know that my team has two auto-loss matchups, like I said, Stall and Screens Hawlucha, but whatever, I wanted to use this, and I'm not going to let, two specific matchups just completely stop me from using a fun Pokemon like this. The team could definitely be better, but I like this type of build. And then I have Sub-Seed Superior, which appreciates T-Spikes. Scarf could work here too, or even Scarf Rocks Chomp plus Sub-Seed Serp could work too. Maybe like Glare on Scarf Superior as well, so I don't lose to Zam. But okay, I have no idea where I am on the ladder. This guy has multiple just setup mons. I think I'm like almost 1600 again. I don't know. I've been using this for like memes and things like that too. Anyway, why do I have the feeling my opponent has Ice Beam on their Absol? So as far as winning this game goes, Thundurus is a massive threat, just speed-wise. It's actually incredible versus me. I love mixed Garchomp, but I feel like my opponent would lead off with an Absol type of thing. I have the Toxic Thundurus for sure. That's like my main way of beating it. T-Spike is just fantastic here too. Now that I think about it, I'm going to go the Toxapex round and see if I can get him up early. Leads off with Absol. That's okay if I get knocked off, I think, especially if I'm able to trade like a burn for a knockoff. I'd love that. Absol has a great speed tier versus my entire team, faster than everything besides Tornadus, and he is an Ice Beamer. I think he was either okay, there's no way he was trying to freeze me. He was definitely trying to just raw predict Garchomp on the knockoff. That's fine. Scald made the most sense to me. Actually, I value. Let me go for Toxic here. The reason I did that is because he's only going to bounce it back, and I can't be. I basically, it wouldn't matter if he bounced it back, considering I'm a poison type, right? So I would just went for that makeshift type of play. I'm going to go for T-Spikes as well, because I'll live a Thunderbolt unless it's Specs, and now I'm able to deal with Mimikyu and Arcanine. So, and it looks like it's a leftovers Tornadus, so that's pretty cool. Or Tornadus, what? Thundurus. So my Magearna is kind of crucial as a pivot into Mimikyu, and so is Toxapex, to be fair. I actually like double layers versus this guy too. Do I? Not really. He's leftovers. If it's agility, it might still have Focus Blast. I don't see Superior doing too much, but then again, with the Spike, it might actually be nasty here. Who knows? I do know that I will go for the sub though, and then Leech Seed if he goes out to Arcanine or something like that. If he wants to stay in and give me Thundurus, that's great. That's a flying resist my opponent had, and it looks like they didn't have Focus Blast, unless they are just leftovers for attacks and not agility as the last move. Ends up going out to Arcanine. They made a big mistake here, and this is why T-Spike is just so annoying. Especially the fact that my opponent has regular Scizor. And I know T-Spike has nothing to do with regular Scizor, but regular Scizor is just so much weaker than Mega Scizor, and it has a lot less of a chance versus me. Oh, I think my Rotom is also really good here too. So like, I'm not as worried about that. That's what I was saying about that. And just being able to Leech Seed the Arcanine. Ooh, my friend, are you banded, Arcanine? Oh, he was not banded, Arcanine. But the thing is, Oh, the thing is, I still ended up behind a sub, and I could just Leaf Storm. He obviously breaks my sub, but you know what? Arcanine being gone, my Garchomp looking good. I got the T-Spike up. I can Leech Seed on the Dragonite. I'm not gonna sack this. I can actually sack it to Dragonite as well. We're just gonna go hard out Toxapex. And just click Scald. I do. What the hell is going on? I do want to be aware, at least, of the fact that. I do want to be aware, at least, of the fact that Dragonite can come out on versus me. But I also don't think he can do much with this. Like, this is why I'm recovering. Like, if Dragonite comes out, it can't KO me in one hit. This is whatever to me. I don't care about this Pokemon at all. I really don't. Garchomp is just a little bit faster, which is really nice. Toxapex is so good now. That's crazy. Like, he just got so much better because he doesn't beat it very well. He really doesn't. 18. Just Flare Cannon. I don't lose much from it. That's a crit. He's doing so little damage. I'm laughing because there's just no damage going on. Like, even if Dragonite comes out now, if it's Weakness Policy, it's a little bit problematic. Luckily, he ends up going Scizor, which is alright. Do I want... What the hell? Alright. Swords Dance? Agility, Bullet Punch. Where am I? Yo, this is funny. Yeah, so Toxapex beats his team. I'm going to Toxic the Dragonite. Though if it does Dragon Dance in regular, it's going to have to lock itself into Outrage to break my Rotom. Or at least my Garchomp. Nice. If it's Lum, it's a little bit scarier if it's Lum Earthquake. If it's Lum... I'm assuming it's Weakness Policy. I just feel like Weakness Policy is a trend. There we go. Like a trend is in down here on, I guess, where I am, the lower ladder. We'll make the Tornadus play. If he's Z Sky Strikes, that's fine too. I don't care about Extreme Speed. It's leftovers, so I don't even know if it can knock me out. I'll just knock him off too. Oh, please do not be DD Heal Bell. But if your DD Heal Bell Roost, your Dragon Claw is your last move, so that shouldn't matter, right? I'll keep you just for Mimikyu. Yeah, and I just go Magearna here. Magearna basically says it doesn't matter what you do. If you Roost, I Iron Head, and then Iron Head plus Poison should knock you out. Mimikyu is not a threat at all. I can even go Garchomp here as he goes. Yeah, I expected Mimikyu. I didn't think Absol would come out. It's Lumberry as well. Ooh, threatening. We'll stay in regular form just because he'll take Rough Skin after I break his Disguise. Oh man, I feel bad, but what can I do? I don't think he'd win. I'm gonna be real. I do not think he'd win. He gets a crit for it, so that means he didn't have to waste. What's it called? What did play off in the Shadow Stone? I have no idea. Anyway, I'm gonna go out to this beast now because Rotom has not come out yet. Rotom has not come out at all, and I'll see if I'm faster. So I guess he was adamant. I think Rotom might just win unless he has the Superpower and Absol. He probably has Fire Blast as well. Doesn't matter. Like, I can't lose at this point. Because my Toxapex single-handedly beat his entire team. All from a... You know what's crazy? If I didn't Toxic that Thundurus, I had to dance around that thing if I hadn't Toxic it. But after that, it just became so much easier. And a leftover set wouldn't be able to knock me out anyway. So, just go out Toxapex here. Win the game. Let's look for another one. See if we can get a more... I do not like the way Showdown works now. And I guess I got flinched. Or my Scald did not KO. Oh, you're so weak. One more. Alright, cool. So, got that first dub. Toxapex really just outclassing my opponent's entire team. I think that's the only word I could use there. That would have been interesting had my opponent been DD Heal Bell. But then I basically just spam Iron Head, Iron Head, Iron Head, Iron Head with Magearna. So unfortunately, this is a matchup I cannot beat. Period. Yeah, I cannot beat this matchup, period. I don't see a reason to play it out. Like, even with if I somehow get up T-Spike versus this guy with his triple defog. I just don't see myself beating my opponent. I'll try though with Rotom. Because Rotom's going to be key at least. Okay. This could be toxic. I'll see. I'm going to sub up now. That way I can avoid at least a toxic if he has it. If he goes for knockoff, that's okay too. Ends up going Chansey. I'm going to take like 1,000,000 HP from this Chansey. I'll try. I shouldn't be able to beat this matchup, but maybe with T-Spike plus like this I can. We'll see though. Like with Sub-Seed Superior as well. Could be cool. I'll just take T-Spike. I don't lose much. The reason I'm clicking this play is because I don't lose much, right? Like, sure, my opponent bounces it back, but I can switch back out into this Pokemon at the end of the day, so. That's foul play. Right, if he's foul play, are you just toxic recover? If that's the case, then I'll Scald Burn you or Tidal. Alright, you are Will-O-Wisp, alright. So I'll attempt to burn him. You shouldn't be able to break my sub on Rotom if I do end up burning you, which is fantastic. Actually I don't even know if you're Rocks on Chansey, you might not be Heal Bow. You're just gonna protect every other turn, sir? Okay, I'm gonna click T-Spike here. I'm still gonna click T-Spike. If he wants to bounce it back, so be it. He can't paralyze me, which is great because of that. And now I have a few outs. For one, I can go Magearna here. If he tries to, he's gonna defog, and I can just bring it back. Him not defogging is odd, but I mean I always get a Volt Switch, which is great. I'll Toxic now, assuming you defog. Yep. All right, awesome. So I got a Toxic off on Zapdos. And Garchomp may be able to get up rocks for me. This is like a matchup where my opponent shouldn't. They could stay in, but they're going to tank it, aren't they? 36? Oh, they messed up with Chansey. I might be able to win this game now with my Rotom. Hold up, they messed up. They for sure messed up. That's definitely a mess up for me. Yep. I get in my Magearna here. They kept Chansey's way too low. I can actually win that. Even if they go Gliscor here, I don't care. It's not like I had a different play I can make. Go ahead and defog in front of me. And just lose to my Superior. That's it. Yep. Alright, so a matchup that I 100% should have lost. I think I can win now. Just gonna Leech Seed here. Now Leaf Storm. Should never stay in. You give me Shedinja and look at... Then again, I guess you're trying to get in Chansey after? Ooh, that did some damage. Hold up. Yes, land. Hey, okay, yeah, okay, so I can win this game. I was actually just about to X out, but I can win this game now. With that gone, he loses to... Well, first off, he loses to this. Because all I gotta do is Leech Seed spam. I got a Toxic off on you with Pex. Ooh, this is a wrap, boys. That's a wrap. How are you hitting these? How are you hitting these? I want to end up behind a sub. We're just HP Fire here. Once Shedinja's gone, I don't see... which it should be now, nice. HP Fire is really free. Oh, there wasn't even Focus Sash. Nice, we won. Awesome. I was gonna say Rotom just won after that, but started to like kind of cut myself off. But my mother surprised me and came over my house. So Yeah, this is one of those auto loss matchups, I feel. I don't think we beat this team. I don't think we beat Coco. Coco Lucha, basically, but I'm going to try. So we're going to go the Garchomp route. We're going to basically try and Hazard stack my opponent and get this thing behind a sub, if possible. Now, I mean, this only tells me my opponent's Coco is timid. Like, that doesn't tell me much else. The Shiny Coco can only be timid, but they were Specs, and unfortunately, I die. So, wow, Specs actually kills Megagard. I guess because I'm naive. I'll go Hasty. That sucks. That really sucks. We're going to try the T-Spike route. That does very much suck. I'm actually going to Toxic first over T-Spiking, just in case they go like Hawlucha immediately to try and beat me. But we do know that my opponent's Tapu Koko is Specs, and now my opponent also, I don't like switch into Volt Switch, is what I'm trying to say. So, not really good for me, obviously. I don't have my ground type, I lack it, and I'm going to Toxic again, because they should just go out to like Koko here. At least I can pivot, or I can stop it from doing its thing. T-Spike means I can beat Chansey with Serp. So Serp is probably my way of winning this game. Especially, this is tough, man. This is super tough. Actually, why would they go Koko when I have one layer T-Spike up? That doesn't matter. I have two. Yeah, they go Rotom. Okay, great. So that doesn't matter as much either, because I get a Toxic off and Rotom too. Which is nice for my my own Rotom there. What are they going to go? Koko and get the regular Toxic Poison on them? Can they beat me when I'm without Electric Terrain? I feel like Toxapex lives their hit without Electric Terrain. But if Landers comes out, that'd be great. I get a Toxic off of that. Again, Hawlucha coming out would be good too, because I get a Toxic. They might go Hawlucha because they don't know that. At least they should know by now that I do not have the. They should know by now that I do not have the haze. I should easily be able to live one, not easily, but I should be able to live one Specs Volt Switch, but I think they'll. Will they go for that? Because I have Serpent. They could Thunder. I have to play aggressive. If they go for Thunderbolt, I probably lost. Yo, okay. Toxapex is stupid. That's a Specs Thunderbolt your boy was able to eat. That's amazing. So now I get in Superior, and I basically just Leech Seed here for free, right? Because if they go Chansey, I get so much out of it. They can't bring in Rotom immediately on me. If I get Chansey, I can sub up on that thing. And I love Superior, and I actually connected too, so I get these infinite subs now. Basically, infinite subs. They either sack Chansey or... Oh, they go Rotom immediately to defog on me, which is smart. But that will also give me the Rotom, and I think Subseed also beats this. It's Scarf Rotom. Wow. Well, it's Dead Rotom now, too. Wow, interesting that was Scarf. I'm assuming maybe they'll go Como and try and Z me. But I want to keep Magearna healthy for Como. Like, I can block the Z by going out into Magearna, right? Because I'm a Fairy type, so I can naturally block it. I'm trying to think how I win. I only think attacking this is my play. This is +4, so this is going to do a lot to Hawlucha if it tries to set up a Swords Dance on me, and if it doesn't Swords Dance, then I can go Tornadus and bank off my Hurricane connecting. But this is +4. So this is going to hurt. I beat Chansey with T-Spike, or this. Oh, sick. Subsplit Rotom looking kind of tasty right now. Alright, we get a Mag. We're going to click Flare Cannon over going Tornadus, because keeping a Tornadus alive for an Earthquake immunity is nice. Flare Cannon is going to destroy this Hawlucha. I guess unless it's... Nope, not going to speak anything to life. Don't even think about what I think it is. Stop it. Stop it. Get out of my mind right now. Yeah, I know I'm talking to myself, because I mean this. I don't want to lose to this Lucha. I guess they could be defog on Landers. Wow, Scarf Rotom. We're fighting like Specs Coco, Scarf Rotom. Connect. Nice. Another thing I was also thinking is if they were sub Hawlucha, but missing was also another thing that I had to stop myself from thinking. So the game isn't over yet. I don't know if it's Z Como or if it's like Scarf Lando with defog. I don't know. Pex kind of beats everything though. Make the Torn play. Keep Magearna alive, because if they go Como, I can block its Z. Again, the Clanger's Soul Blaze, which I'm thinking that's a Zmon, and this is probably a Scarf. I can block that Z, and then Rotom outspeeds the majority of my opponent's team, except for Scarflanders. But basically between Rotom plus Toxapex, Scarflando doesn't beat them. He can Stone Edge here too. That'd be a good play. Just Earthquakes. Gonna knock off. Oh, this boy thinks I'm gonna default. Ooh, knocking you off is nice. That's so nasty for me too. Honestly, because now I just sit there with Toxapex and don't care. Ooh, and Rotom is gonna come in soon. Just gonna Scald. Actually, why would I not just go Rotom now? Because they'll go Como or they go Landers. Man, why you went Landers over? Why'd you go Landers over anything else? If they U-turn, so their set could be Earthquake, U-turn, HP, Ice, Defog. If they U-turn and don't reveal Stone Edge, I'm okay. Obviously, my sub Rotom, my Rotom being sub in general is still really good here. And again, the fact one of the things I liked about it is the fact that it's faster than Como. That was actually one of the mons I was thinking about when I was thinking about using Rotom. So I don't know. We have potential here. Come on, pointless Gadfly. Give me something to work with. Man, I wouldn't care if he exploded either. Like, at that point, he doesn't beat me. What are you doing? Why is Chance your go-to? I'm gonna Skull Burn this Landers and stop carrying. That's it. That's what I'm gonna do. Like, I'm trying to use Rotom, and it's gonna work, right? Rotom is gonna work. I'm gonna beat him with Rotom. But I'm gonna Skull Burn his Landers if he keeps making this play. I better get the Skull Burn immediately, too. There you go. Torn. Specs wins. Stone Edges. Sorry you missed that, sir. I am sorry you missed that. Going to click Hurricane versus you. It would have 2 KO me. I would have switched, obviously, if you hit it. But I do connect my Hurricane, so now nothing is faster than my Rotom. Beautiful. Beautiful. Ooh, Sub Rotom is about to go in. Sub Rotom is about to go in. I'm about to Icy him this Como. About to Icy him. Once I go Magearna and block everything. Hopefully he doesn't forfeit, because I feel like me stopping your Z is like almost an auto forfeit type of thing. You know what I mean? Maybe that's just me thinking that. If he goes Chansey, yeah, I'm not gonna miss. I'm not gonna risk missing Hurricane. I guess if you're DD as well, like DD. Well, if you're DD, you don't break Toxapex anyway, unless you're DD Earthquake. But you should Z here. Or he close combats. That's fine too. Just gonna Volt Switch. I don't think you can. Should I Flare Cannon just to be safe? I'll Flare Cannon just to be safe. Let me stop being crazy. I already got gifted a Halucha. I can't ask to be gifted a Como too. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. I could knock you out with Iron Head, but I'm not going to. I'm getting my Rotom here. I'm just being aggressive. Yes. Yes. Let's go, Rotom. Sub and split them. Let's go. Pretty provocative, but it's okay. Go Como. Dude, if he goes for Toxic once as well, ooh, I'm gonna sap up all that HP with my Pain Split. I would actually love if he goes Como now, because he's gonna get hit with that Sub-Zero Slammer. I mean, it doesn't matter. I go for Sub again. You guys see he's at 22%, I'm at 1%, but y'all think that's anything less than like 200 HP? You'd be wrong. I'm about to recover up to like 60%. $31. I was a little bit off. My bad. I was a little bit off. My bad. Like 60%. If he Seismic Toss there too, I knocked him out with Thunderbolt because he lost his thing. Ooh, sub Rotom. This is what I like to see, man. Oh, go ahead and go your Como, bro. I don't care. I wonder if he knows that this goes through, his sound move goes through sub. I'm assuming he does. I'm still hitting him with a Sub-Zero Slammer regardless. This is, yes. This is the moment I was waiting for. Specifically this. Let's go. Let's go. That's Rotom. That's why I built the team. For that reason right there. Keep reminding me of Shark Tank. I'm out. Give me a look at that. 47, man. For nuts. We're ending this with a Blizzard. Well, we're ending this Chansey with a Blizzard. Yeah, good game. Nice, nice. Pause until we find another one, guys. I'll be right back. Alright, guys, so I have another really cool Rotom matchup, honestly. Like, look at Bolt Beam and look at my opponent's team. Absolutely love it. Another one I love is Garchomp, especially with my fast Draco. I'm going to go off with that. If I'm my opponent, I probably lead Lele versus me and go towards maybe a Gyarados sweep. I think Gyarados is super good versus me as well. Yeah, lead Lele and go towards a Gyarados sleep. That's, like I said, what I think their game plan should be. But we're going to make them a Gear play and just Volt Switch to keep up momentum. That is Specs, if I'm not mistaken. I look Specs anyway. I could be wrong. Now here, that damage on Heatran is pretty crucial, considering that is Spadef Heatran. Yep. Still going for rocks regardless of what my opponent making a crazy play like that. And we're going to Fire Blast first because they should go Tangrowth. Yeah. That did a good chunk. Hold up. Let me make that a good amount stronger. Let me make that a little bit stronger right here. So, this is the Pokemon that I kind of want to bring in Rotom on, but the fact that they have specially defensive Heatran, like I didn't get that play because you see a Rotom. I guess they don't know what it does. Maybe. But I'm super surprised they were willing to give me Heatran there. But I did value the rocks, especially if you're going to defog anyway. HP Ice isn't going to do crap because I'm not hasty anymore. I'm Fire Blasting because if I Draco on the Zapdos, that might give Garchomp a little bit of fun versus me. Actually, do I care about that? Yeah, I mean Garchomp. I mean Gyarados, a little bit of fun. Are you Gigavolt Havoc, sir? Just discharge. Well, Toxic here too because yeah, the defog is basically incoming. I still very much like, don't paralyze me, but I still very much like a T-Spike up versus this guy. And oh my god, look at Rotom now. Bro, Rotom is so good versus this guy. Especially with a T-Spike up. Man, I love it. I love it. On them switching out, they ain't max speed. Don't you dare give me this. You're crazy if you give me this. This is where it gets a little bit worrisome. Because I'm very weak to Gyarados. They won't let me hit them again. They do, they probably lose to this. Does Crunch knock out Superior? Pex gives them Crunch to knock me out. Still keep Magearna alive for Lele. I'm still opening up. That door for Rotom is still there. No, I can't even talk to them with that. I should just went Slurp. I guess they thought I'd double. I mean, I click recover out of basically because Subseed Superior is still really good. I click recover to potentially come in Lele, but this should live a hit anyway. As they go Heatran. Wonder if they're Lava Plume. Oh, they're Magma Storm, so I win the game anyway. Nice. That's the worst type of Heatran to have versus a subbing Superior, man. That is absolutely the worst type of Heatran to have. versus Subsurf. Surprised they switched immediately into that. So I had to stay in with Toxapex because if they didn't have a way of beating, like breaking through me, then it was basically my play. This should kill at 25%. Yeah, so now I'm +4. My hazards are there to stay. I still win the game with Rotom. They're gonna go Como and try and knock me out. Oh, they actually go back to the Heatran, so that's great. They're basically weakening the only answer they have to this monster. I knew I was so weak to Gyarados, man. I shouldn't have positioned myself. Like, I knew keeping Superior healthy was necessary, but I shouldn't have positioned myself that way. I should have made it... I'm going to go to 56 HP AVs, too, that normal people usually have. I think it's for, like, Rotom and stuff. Not that it really matters, but... Okay. I'll always leech... I could have Leech Storm there, but... It doesn't matter. Like, yeah, my Leechy can miss, but so can my opponents. Magma Storms. They only have 4 left, too, so soon they won't be able to break through Rotom, period. Ooh! And they go Lele now. Awesome! That's the only thing that stops my Rotom now. I thought this was Specs. Yeah, my Rotom about to devour this guy. Okay. Hard Magearna on your Z. No, sir. We are denying you. Let me go route to Tornadus, which doesn't care about your close combat. Or Dragon Dance shouldn't matter either. Clanger's Clanger's whatever isn't boosted by that, so yeah. I get poisoned, but I don't care. I hit my Hurricane, so that's what matters. I just didn't want... Basically, if they close combated there, Magearna got weakened, which I did not want. What are they doing? Okay. Sir? Rotom is in. I might as well try and sub. Yeah, and now I won. Hey, man. Honestly, I don't know why Gyarados was switched out. Hey, Lava Plume doesn't miss. I don't know why Gyarados was switched out. I'm gonna be real. I guess they thought I was Scarf, but I couldn't sweep them if I was Scarf. Get to get another nice little sub, and I'm gonna end it with a Blizzard again. I shouldn't be able to lose. Even my Magearna gets crit. Oh, I missed my Blizzard, didn't I? That was dirty. So like Gyarados is another, I feel like an auto loss almost if it's like sub or anything like that, but I don't even know if that's Specs. Get out of there. Yeah, but Gyarados is another one of those mons that's just really difficult. I feel like in general it's a really good anti-meta Pokemon. Unless you're using like Pharaoh, or which isn't even a good answer, but like Pharaoh or like Scarf Grand, Scarf Cart. Like Cart is just really good. Cart's just really good in general, but I doubt my Surf would have been able to handle that. I'm gonna pause it, find one more, be right back. Alright guys, so we have one that I think is just literally an auto loss. Lucha plus Zam. Lucha, obviously, we already know how tough that is for me, but Zams too. It looks like it's dual screens as well. Versus that, you go Garchomp, you Earthquake the Excadrill, then you get up Rocks. Actually, get up Rocks first. Then I Earthquake the Excadrill. Just in case it tries to spin on me, it dies, instead of going for Earthquake itself. Because I break it down to Sash, and if it spin, it dies. That doesn't matter. You still... Actually, you know what? The position I want to be in is I'd rather not have Garchomp in. Huh. I guess I can just spam Scald too. Because I didn't want Garchomp in versus Coco because it gives it guaranteed screens. This is 100% screens, right? So I'm going to knock first. It's not screens. Alright, well, I got messed up. I needed that for Lucha, but it looked like this. You guys can't understand why, or at least you guys can see why I think this is screens plus friends. I guess the Z-Fly that. What is this switching now, though? He doesn't like Garchomp. Alright, this is fine. He doesn't like Garchomp. Don't be Scarf. I'm still gonna lose to Lucha. Wow, this made this a lot tougher. That not being, I mean, it being screens was going to make it tough, but basically the play was to knock off, then U-turn. Knocking off, basically, you would get up a reflect first, I think, versus my team, and then I'd be able to limit his light screen plays, light screen turns, then maybe get up like a sub with Rotom or do something like that. I don't know now. Actually, if I knock you out, I probably lose, don't I? To Halucha. I'm just going to go Pex. And I'm going to attempt to like T-Spike and then do some things, because you should maybe go for Sub-Zero Slammer and then I'll get in Garchomp after. I just thought about that, yeah. I will lose to... I need T-Spike for Zam. To help Magirna beat it with 2 Iron Heads. This is tough. Like I said, these should be auto L's. In theory. Serp is still kind of nasty. With T-Spike up, Serp is nasty. Thank you for the burn. I appreciate that. I mean, the freeze. I don't want to lose to Lucha, so I have to make sure there's no more electric terrain. But then I can't... This is so tough regardless. Best case for me, he Ice Beams here instead of going for the Fusion Bolt under electric terrain. I thought because of Scald, obviously, and I burn him. Just burning him would be so good because it means he cannot break me. Thank you. The specs in terrain do 90% to max Spadef Tox effects. There's not even a choice spec set here. Okay, it's level 50, but I'm gonna make it level 100. That's fine. See, they're on the same set, which is interesting. Because I feel like I have to go for okay, no, I'm out of range. I feel like I have to go for Toxic or I'll lose to... I'll say I'll lose to Lucha, but... What? I'm Toxicing again. I'm 100% Toxicing again. I'm not about to lose to Lucha just for that. For no reason. I eat that. So it wasn't specs. What is this set? What are you? Toxic on you, toxic on you, toxic on you, burn on you. It Mega Evolves. When he Mega Evolves, he dies, so to poison. So that's fine. So I can Volt Switcher. And on top of that, he wasted 2 turns just to miss Focus Blast. So he dies to poison. Sick. We're going to get a Toxic X just because we want to be at near 100 and our opponent ends up forfeiting. I mean, I don't blame him. You missed a bunch of times, but you still had 100. Like, you had a really good shot at winning because of that Pokemon. I'll go for another one, guys. We'll pause it. Be right back. I don't know what this is, but to anyone saying that Gengar losing Levitate is bad for Gengar is wrong, man. Look at what T-Spike would do if that Gengar had Levitate. Oh, for it. Pex switches into you. You are checked by this. This checks multiple Pokemon. You don't beat Pex. I burn Ferrothorn. I deal with it. That's literally my play, to go for the burn on Ferrothorn. So I can then defog. Get the T-Spike first as he goes Umbreon. Don't know why that came out. Well, you're gonna what's the point? You're gonna Heal Bell, Foul Play, and do this. The main reason why Tornadus came out is because it gives me a knockoff. There's no way you're Toxic unless you're Moonlight. Yeah, give me that. Just defog this away and then I hard switch him. Provided no crit right now. And I go right back out into Toxapex. So that's great. I got the knockoff on Umbreon. That's one of the only things besides, I think, Ferrothorn that is actually stopping me from going in with Rotom. So I'm happy about that. Still want to try and burn you if possible, of course. I'm going to make a list of top 5 worst moves in competitive Pokemon. I cannot wait to make that list. You already know Magma Storm is one of them. You saw what happened to that poor dude? What are you going to do to me? That's okay. I mean, I'm not doing any net damage, but that's okay. Like, this is just a pivot to everything at the end of the day. I wonder if he'd trade it back. Thanks. I'm gonna go Garchomp now to block the next trade if he tries to go for it again. Ooh, what a beast. It gets a Spadef drop, man. I've been in an okay situation if he didn't get a Spadef drop. I finally burned Ferrothorn, which is fantastic. Even though I don't know why I'm T-spiking there, but the idea is to get in Superior now and mess him up. Even if T-Spike invites in Gengar. Can you not? With no Leech Seed though, me chipping away at Gengar, can you stop 100% Spadef dropping me? Me chipping away at Gengar makes it that my Superior has an easier time, so I'm gonna keep doing this. Did you do that on purpose? I cannot tell. Rocks for Gar. I'm going for a game with my Leaf Stormer. That's it. Black Sludge is there. I don't care about your Heal Bell. I legitimately don't think you beat this Pokemon, ever. What, are you gonna Thunder Wave me? Bro, is this Oko? I feel like this Oko's. Well, it does now. So, okay, Ferrothorn being gone, I could defog away Rocks, but is that the point to that? Like, do I care as much about Rocks? Can Gengar even beat me? There's so many questions I have. Like, I don't see my opponent winning now. Scarf Landorus is U-turn. There's no way you're double Scarf. You're like Sky Strike or something. Yep. Nice. It's gonna Leech Seed. They try and fly. Or Earthquake. I can get up a sub on them. Or I can just Leaf Storm hard into Gengar and beat it as well. My T-Spike going up, boy. My T-Spike going up. Alright, tough matchup number 1. That being Z, I think Garchomp just doesn't give you the trusting my rough skin. No. Damn, he chases my rough skin. That's actually tough. I can at least Flare Cannon into Iron Head. Oh good, he's sub, thank you. This should still be able to break it. And I will 100% try and get up a T-Spike here as he goes for Psychic. Good play. Still gonna try and do it. Nice. Perfect. Perfect. Oh, you can't even break my sub, bro. Oh, no. No, no, no. Umbreon, no. Good game. I want to win with Rotom. Well, give me this so I have a guaranteed win with Rotom. Thank you. Thank you. You're far too kind. Thank you. Give me this too. No. Oh, Superior did more than Rotom this live, man. Hey, Rotom did a little bit, though. That's what matters. Rotom did just a bit. Just a bit, and that's what matters, man. Hey, that's fine. I hope you guys enjoyed. Oh, we're almost 1,700 with this team, which is pretty fun. So that means as I keep going, I start randomizing. We're either going to keep climbing or drop. But hope you guys enjoyed. Of course, if you did, feel free to leave a like, subscribe. I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye, my friends.